It's been called the strongest pro-life law in America, and this week a federal court ruled that a Texas law requiring women seeking an abortion to first get a sonogram and listen to a doctor's description of the images can stay in effect. Pro-choice advocates say the law is insulting and dangerous. Joining us now for a fair and balanced debate, Nancy Keenan, the president of NARAL Pro-Choice America, and Charmaine Yoest, president and CEO of Americans United for Life. Thank you both for coming in.
Thank you, Shannon.
Nancy, what are your concerns about this law?
Sure. Shannon, look, we believe that women should have the option for an ultrasound and that it would be with her request for one or a doctor's recommendation. The problem with the Texas bill is that it forces a woman to have an ultrasound against her will. And that's wrong. We believe that the woman, her doctor should make this decision and not politicians.
Charmaine, why are you supporting the law?
Well, Shannon, this is really an easy call. This is informed consent at its most basic. Even the court said that this was truthful and non-misleading. Sonograms are the gold standard of informed consent, and I can't understand why any woman's advocate wouldn't be standing up for women to get all the medical information that's available to them.
And Nancy, ultimately the Fifth Circuit here in upholding this law, and physicians had challenged it because it said it violates their right to free speech under the First Amendment to be forced to, many of them felt, to push the pro-life agenda in their words. But the court said what they're asking is to be providing truthful, non-misleading information. Do you have a problem with that ruling?
Again, yes, absolutely, because we believe that women should have the option for an ultrasound if she requests it or if a doctor recommends it. And in the case of the Texas law, they are forcing her to undergo and have an ultrasound against her will. It's not about informed consent. It's against her will. If she wants it, then ask for it. If the doctor recommends it, then have it. But again, it is not for a politician in Texas or anywhere in this country to determine what is best for this woman and her family. We don't know their situations, and yet politicians are the ones making this decision.
Shannon, that's not actually technically true. Our Americans United for Life, our attorneys worked on this bill, and I can tell you that there is an opt-out mechanism. If a woman doesn't want to see the sonogram, she does not have to see it. What is mandated in the law is that the doctor must read to her the medical description of the sonogram. This protects the woman so that she knows that she's getting accurate information from the doctor. The doctor must read to her whether or not a heartbeat is present. Why, Nancy, would you not want a woman to know before she makes an irrevocable decision the full and accurate information about her baby?
Well, Charmaine, let's be clear. Women are very capable of making this decision, and they are very capable of asking for information.
If they have fully informed consent. And even the Fifth Circuit said that this was completely truthful and that it was medical information.
Again, we are forcing women to undergo an ultrasound that they have not asked for, nor has a doctor recommended to them. That's wrong, Charmaine.
What I think is fascinating is that the panel of judges of the Fifth Circuit said that denying women this medical information was more of an abuse of women in helping them make this decision. So even the circuit's court said that taking away a sonogram's medical information from a woman was an abuse of her right to make an informed choice.
But let's just take this for a minute.
They use the word abuse, Nancy.
This is about politicians passing a law that forces women to have an ultrasound against her will. This is about these politicians who ran on jobs in the economy, who basically said that jobs in the economy are important, and they now are attacking a woman's right to make this decision. This decision belongs with a woman, her doctor, her family, and her God, and not politicians in Texas or anywhere in the country.
I think it's fascinating that you would bring in the relationship between the woman and the doctor, excuse me, when Planned Parenthood, even in Texas, is pushing having abortions via telemed, where you hook up a woman to Skype. In so many instances, Shannon, we're seeing women not have informed consent. They're not even getting to meet with a doctor before they have abortions. That's the agenda of the abortion lobby, is to not ensure that women have all the information that they need and the medical care that they need before making an irrevocable decision.
Charmaine, we are never against women having options and information.
And that's what
something
this
that they request
decides.
and are not forced. These women in Texas are going to be forced to undergo an ultrasound that they did not ask for, nor did the doctor recommend.
All right,
sonograms are the gold standard.
We've got to leave it there. We thank you both for taking part in this debate. We know it is far from over. There are a number of states where similar laws are being challenged. Maybe we'll ultimately see you both at the Supreme Court as it's hashed out there.
Great.
Thank you both
Shannon.
for coming in.
Shannon.